One advanced feature of Infiniverse is land ownership. Beyond owning penthouses, apartments, and storefronts, users may choose to purchase the plot of land the buildings are on. Land is sectioned into plots or postcodes of irregular-shaped pieces that consist of either established blocks of buildings, undeveloped green land, lakes, or parks. The main benefit of owning a land plot, or multiple plots, is the revenue you can earn from properties sold within your land. As soon as you become a landowner, you will start earning revenues from every property purchased on your land by other users. These properties include apartments, penthouses, and storefronts. Your gains will be in metacoins, and you will receive a notification each time a property on your land is purchased. You will earn the following commission of the property prices. 97.5% from all new properties such as apartments, penthouses, and unregistered storefronts, and 2.5% from peer-to-peer sales of existing apartments and penthouses. This also means that if you purchase a property on your land, you will immediately receive 97.5% of the spent metacoins back in the form of commission. The map room is used by plot owners to edit buildings and other items on their plots. The editing tool is only available for plot owners. However, the map room for an area is viewable by anyone. Simply click on the owner's icon at the bottom of your watch when you're standing on a plot of land. One of the easiest ways to get to your map room, when you're standing on a property that you own, you'll notice there's a profile picture for whoever the owner is. If it's you, you can click on that. It'll bring up the discovery menu, and if you're the owner, you can click edit, and it'll take you right into your map room. Here we are in our map room. It takes just a minute to load up, so we'll give it just a second. There it comes. You'll see you have your profile on all the plots that you own, and you'll see the for sale sign on the ones that are available, and you'll see profiles for other people that own different plots. Let's jump down. Now let's take a look at what we have different here. Here's my plot right here, and this one, and this one, and this one. Let's say I would like to make some modifications to this one right here. Now that you're in your map room, where the map was, you now have the editor icon. If you click on that, you'll first see 3 menu items across the top. This area will be this map room that will generate in just a minute. There it goes, where you'll see the same little representative icons for the owners and for sale. These icons right here will lower and raise your map room floor. See how that works? Let me put it back down. Sometimes it's good to get it on a tabletop level. This is kind of fun. If you click on this, and then you'll notice you have an icon on your hand over here. You can jump into your world at human scale. So let's jump right here. Pull the trigger, and it will take you down. You notice you're still in your map room, but you're actually outside of your buildings where you wanted to go. And here you can just jump around and see. It's kind of a pseudo area. You can't really get into anything, but what you can do is see firsthand what it would look like when you're stamping something new. To get back out of, I like to call this Beetlejuice mode, you just click the button right here. And that brings you back out. So now let's get to stamping. Let's talk about the different options here. The first icon here, plots. This is for if you have bought a blank plot, like a plot like this that does not have any streets or anything on it at all. Then you have these options to stamp a plot. You can stamp an island, you can stamp a lake, and all of the prices in metacoins are reflected depending upon what kind of thing you want to stamp. If we go back, let's look at blocks. Blocks are for the individual, literally the blocks in your plot. So if I wanted to take away that teapot, put something else, I would come here to my blocks menu, and you can stamp buildings, you can stamp other little statues, asphalt. There's a lot of things on here, and mostly this is decorative stuff. But this is also where you would point to apartments if you wanted to put a new block of apartments and skyscrapers. So just read each one of these carefully. Let's say we wanted to stamp some apartments. We'll go with urban, which is a small block, very small block, 2 to 3 apartments. Click on that, and you'll notice on your hand here, you get that little icon. Now you've got some action going on here. So let's say we want to stamp one right there. Poop, there it is. You'll also notice that now your little icon here says modified. Let's click on that. This will now show you that you can either build your selection or you can reset it. If you click build, it'll give you a price breakdown of everything that you've added. And if you want to, you can click buy. Let's click cancel. And let's actually decide that's not what we want to do. Let's reset that. It confirms that you want to reset it. Click OK. And then on your right controller, just click the flat discovery menu button and that menu will go away. So let's try this again. Now you'll notice I can't stamp over an area that's already got buildings. In fact, apartment buildings can't be stamped over or altered at all because there's people living in there. But any place that doesn't have people living in it, you can absolutely stamp and change what you want to change. So we know how to do buildings. Let's look at something else. Let's do a pine forest. That's 1,000 metacoins. We click that. It will change that cookie into a pine forest. So you kind of get a miniature view of it. Let's go down into Beetlejuice mode and let's go look at it. Now click that, and I'm going to click where I want to be. Let's put it right there. And here's my pine forest. Now another cool thing is you can actually stamp from in here if you want to see. So let's go back to blocks, and let's say we changed our mind on the pine forest and we actually want a fountain. Now I'll give you a secret. There's more than one fountain in here, so watch this. You'll notice we have, let me click on fountains. When I point at my block, you'll see it says stamp fountains right there. My pointer won't work too well. When you pull your finger trigger, it will stamp a fountain. Now if I pull it again, we get a different fountain. Do it again, another fountain. So you can see where you can get different choices. And I've noticed it kind of stutters if you put it up there, so put it kind of out here on the base. You can keep stamping until you get exactly the one you want, and sometimes you'll even get a different direction. They may face a different direction. Come on, where's that? There we go. I like that one. That's cool. Okay, let's go back out Beetlejuice mode. Oh, let me show you one other thing. Let's say I do want to put apartments here. The same thing goes with apartments, where if you keep stamping them, you'll get a different direction. If I want a 3-balcony apartment, I'll probably need to come out here a little bit, and I want it facing this way. So I'll keep stamping and stamping and stamping. Let's see what else we can do. You can actually affect what is in a building by clicking on the buildings button. And this is for buildings that already exist down here. So let's say I wanted to add a jetpack to that building right there. What I would do is I could either add a jetpack, a storefront, or look at the property info. Let's add a jetpack. I'll click it. And then I've got to click on the building and see how it tells me I'm about to add a jetpack. When I stamp it, I have the ability to remove it. So it's like a toggle. Let's scooch this up a little bit because I can't really see it. Now let's move in See a little bitty version of it right there. So that's where the up and down is kind of handy. But maybe I don't want that. So let's toggle that back. You have to click back on the jetpack and then you can remove the utility. Just like that. You can also view property info. If you click that and then click on the building itself, you'll notice it says Open Property Info. And this will bring up the apartment menu just like as if you were out on the street. And you can actually purchase apartments and everything from this right here. Kind of cool. Adding a storefront is just what it sounds like. You just grab the storefront button and you can add a storefront to any building you want. And if we go in and look at it a little bit closer, you'll notice now that store has a storefront. That is basically the overview of your map room. I hope you enjoy, and who knows, you may be inspired to go in and buy something next to you.